Okay, this is KeNneth Bach Motivational Speaker, coming to you from outside to show you I'm not just about making money. I'm about finding a passion, following your purpose, finding your passion. There we go. And it doesn't have to be just one thing. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. During the hurricane here, I had to uncover some of the things that I keep as projects, okay? And or you can say hobbies, whatever you want to say, you can say it. But I like to fix things, okay? I like to, including my mind, one thing, okay? But the real thing is I like to play, I have toys, I call them toys. Whether I have 6 cars, I have 6 sleds, I call them. They're not brand new, but I live like a millionaire, okay? You don't have to be a millionaire to live like one, okay? Now, here we go. You might laugh at this, but one of them, I put new tires on, I got it running, I got it right where I want it, and I use it for my purpose, to cut my yards. I like to cut my own grass because I love being my own project manager. You know why? Because it's another skill you develop on how to take care of your properties. And really, I don't care how many properties you own, you never really own it. You're just a supervisor for it at that time. How's that? And as long as you pay your taxes, you get to keep it. And then it gets passed down if you can somehow keep it in the family. If not, it just goes on to someone else. And it's the same with any material things you have. But here we go. I'm going to show you some of my projects, you can say, because my brother says, "Oh, have you fixed that yet?" I want to say it like this. The things I'm about to show you, some of them might not ever get fixed, meaning I might always keep it there so I can think I'm going to fix it, or I might sell it the way it is, or I might replace it with something else that I'm going to fix, but I will fix it. Like this one here, I fixed, okay? Meaning I brought it back to life. I want to show you, okay? These are my tractor lawnmowers, okay? I learned how to cut grass when I was a kid. We used to cut 14 acres in Pennsylvania. Well, now, my vision for properties is not to have anything with anything on it in the future, but pull up in like a Winnebago, but behind it have a huge trailer, or in the Winnebago have it where you can bring all your equipment to cut a little bit around you and then leave the rest natural. So where if you have 100 or 200 or 500 acres, it's you out in the middle of nowhere, and eventually you just carve just enough to have you can get it in there and get it out safely. Maybe it's 4-wheel drive, maybe it is whatever it is, but you create your own future. But that's one of my goals in the future, because I have some properties with things on it, and the taxes are higher, everything's higher, so you have to figure out how to pay those taxes. So you have to bring your standard of living up again, okay? So the thing is and also I believe in what I'm doing also is creating different fields of streams of income, so where this is how I feel about money. Money is not turn me on, but what turns me on, okay, is what it gets from me, okay, and what it does for me, okay. It gives me the opportunity to have time to do the things I want, okay, to go out and not work for somebody for 8 hours, but go out and play on my properties for 8 hours. You get what I'm trying to tell you. So I have a little cabin out in DeLand. I love going out there, and I had some things going on this year where I couldn't go to some of my properties for a while because I was afraid to leave town. So here's what I'm saying. Here we go. This is one of my ride mowers, okay? It's a Craftsman. I used to work at Sears, okay? But look at that. See that aluminum little bumper I put on the front? I customized it. I got brand new tires on it, okay? Now you're going to laugh. Here we go. I'm going to show you some more. Watch. There's a big, I just picked up this one. That's a John Deere I'm going to bring back to life, okay? Isn't that cool? And then, there we go. Got another one over here on blocks, but these were covered now, you understand? And before that, they were in my garage. But right now, I have something in my garage that's more important than they are, because I collect cars too. So I have a collector car in my garage, so I can't really put that in there. But here's a 4-wheeler I picked up. They were going to junk this 4-wheeler in North Carolina. I brought it back from North Carolina. I'm in South Daytona right now, but I brought it back from North Carolina, my property up there, one of my buddies. I paid $50 for it. You might say, $50, why don't you just go buy a new one? That wasn't the idea. That's not my hobby. You understand? I painted this. I took off the exhaust. I redid the exhaust. I'm going to put new tires on it when I find them eventually. But look, I brought everything back to life to where it's at now, except for the tires, okay? Meaning this motor's ready to go. It's ready to get out and have some fun with it. And eventually I might turn it into a 4-wheel drive or something. But here's what I did, okay? This is going to sound funny. I want to show this to you because I'm going to point it out right there. You know what that came off of? This was the original. See how I cut that out? That's for the radiator here. But what that came off of, I had a Z06 Corvette. I had a new clutch put in it, if you know what I'm talking about. A hydraulic clutch. And they gave me the old one. And I used that here. See, you be creative and you use what you have. I always say, look at what you have. I collect things. There's my girls out there. Let me see if we can get the other one. But anyway, so these are out here in the backyard just saying, oh my God, my neighbors must think. But they're usually covered up, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to cover up, and then I'm going to cut my grass, okay? But let me show you something else, which is my hobbies. I like to plant things, okay? First of all, look at my aloe plants over here. Oh, not my dog taking it down, forgive that. See my aloe plants there? But here we go. This is a huge crepe myrtle. I got that from when I was working the flea markets. I planted that, but look at that. Now I'm going to trim it back, but I trimmed the other one back. But see the little plant next to the crepe myrtle? Can you see the small bush? That's a rose. In the winter, it has white roses. In the summer, it has red roses. Isn't that wild? But see the purple on that crepe myrtle, by the way? Okay, but here's what I'm getting at. You should have, just see I trimmed that plant up. Now, you see my yard's a little rough. You might say, geez, Ken, why don't you have a perfect yard? I cut my grass because I don't have no, I'm going to say it clearly so you understand me. Okay? I don't have no sprinkler systems on my properties. You understand what I just said? No sprinkler systems. And some of the ones I owned in the past that I can remember, none of them had sprinkler systems because I don't care about sprinkler systems because I plant things and I water them for the first 30 days. And then if they're not native to the area, they probably weren't going to make it anyway. Just like this grass. If you cut, I want to say, if you keep weeds trimmed enough, you can make it look like a pretty decent yard. Okay? So my yard, first of all, used to be Bahia grass used to grow. And this is what's left of it. But it keeps coming back. Like, for instance, I think there's, isn't that Bahia? That's Bahia seeds right there. Bahia grass. Seeds to grass. But anyway, here's what I'm saying. Let me get back to my projects. See if I can say this to you. Create hobbies for yourself. To keep yourself busy so you're not just on the internet all day and burn yourself out. Well, you'll give it up. Okay? I'm on the internet just enough to where I can say, you know what, I'm bringing you this, bringing you the latest about KeNneth Bach Motivational Speaker, trying to inspire you to create projects. Now, what if down the road, these were all full-size tractors? That's one of my goals in the future. You know why? Because I love tractors, okay? I love four-wheel drives. I love heavy-duty vehicles. I love Mack trucks. I love big trucks. I say Mack trucks because my neighbors had 2 of them in a long garage years ago. And the old Max, the old Mack dog on the front of it, remember that? On the front of the Mack trucks. And those things inspire me today because I'd love to have one, an old one, and restore it, okay? Just like I had a 56 step-side, 3/4 ton GMC I had years ago that I was restoring, okay? And I have other vehicles now that I work on, and sometimes like one of them I bought recently, it's already restored. But what happens is all you can do then is just drive it. That's not a lot of fun. And then park it. So to me, it's getting to that point, which is what makes it the most exciting. See, because okay, if you just go out to try to just make money, how exciting is that? That's boring as hell. Because money, yeah, you need to do the things, but I like to make money to give me the things to do that I want to do when I want to do it. I mean, if I want to come out here in the middle of the day in the heat, I can do it. Or like right now, it's shady and it's cool out. See that breeze blowing? Okay, look at that tree. Watch it for a minute. Nice breeze. See it moving? Anyway, and I just got done talking to a gentleman, a friend of mine. Vito, shout out to you. I said I wasn't going to do anything, but I said I was going to come out here to my projects, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a video. Because I like to show you, look, I work on my own stuff. You can say however you want. You can put the S-H-I-T in there if you want. My own stuff. And you have to find out how to find happiness, okay? What makes you happy? These projects make me happy because, like I said, even if I never finished, let's say if I finished all 3 of them, there's 4 here, but let's say I only finished 3 of them and I sold 1 of them, but I upgraded to a full-size tractor, and now I'm working on a 1958 Ford or a 1958 Ferguson, is it? Or this is, I'm thinking some of the older, or International. I'm talking about tractors now, or an International, or an old Mack truck. You know, what if I was restoring one of those? Wouldn't that be cool? Or what if I had a team that did it in 30 days, and we sold that, and made a lot of money on it as a team? That's the kind of things that I'm creating. See, I'm going to build a building over on one of my properties, and it's going to be, it's going to have a sign out front, but it's going to be there to handle a lot of things. Little things get messed up, but let's just keep it on our project here. Let me show you my tractor. What I'm saying to you is, I like to say think before you speak, because I don't want to say I lost my train of thought, but as I walked over here, I was thinking of so many things. I'm letting you look here for a minute before I can find my direction again. But oh yeah, on projects, and what, like I said, what if I could turn it? Let's say I didn't restore this one, for instance, but yet I sold this for a profit a year from now because I found out that I wanted something else, or I just finished it and I use it, okay? But however I do it, and I didn't want to sell it, and I still buy the tractor. I'm in debate on that right now. I want a dually truck, okay? I want a dually, but I told a friend of mine, I don't want to get rid of anything to get it. I have 6 vehicles. I have 3 of them tagged right now. I usually keep all 6 of them tagged with insurance on them, but it gets too costly, so you start storing a few of them. Like the one in my garage, it's really a show car. So you want to store it, but you have to start it. You have to keep it running. To keep those 6 vehicles running, I keep batteries in them. I keep some I don't keep a battery in, but I keep that battery charged somewhere else. You understand? So the more you have, the more challenging it can be, but it also uses up your time in a valuable way, the way you want to. Just like right now, doing this video, I'm doing this not just for me to be cocky. No way, because having old mowers isn't being cocky. I'm trying to say, develop skills, and it doesn't have to just be speaking skills. It can be, you know, you took a course and learned how to work on your own car or change your own oil. That sounds crazy, but for you girls out there and young guys, you need to learn these things, because I know we're going into a new thing where maybe it's going to be just about batteries and being electric or something like that, because I want my own flying car with the 12 propellers on it that looks like an old 48 Chevy. You know what I'm talking about? Look that one up online. That's what I want. I want to build one, but I want to build it with a team that we each get one. How's that sound? But, you know, and the team has to be part of the project where they each know something about it that can contribute to that project. Does that make sense? That's what I was getting at. So I'm letting you in on one of my little projects, okay? Now let's go talk about business projects. I'm opening up the doors for affiliate marketing in my company. And it's not going to be open for long, meaning I want it to grow. Don't get me wrong. I hate to say 1 million associates down the road, affiliate marketers, which have thousands of followers, millions of followers, okay? I want to open it up like that, but not at first. At first, I want to develop a few teams of 5 to 8 people that have a good amount of followers, and build it from there. Meaning, I don't want to communicate. And don't get me wrong, not that I won't speak to them, it's not like that, but you can only manage so many people. So I want to manage teams of 5 to 8 people, but they could be 10 teams, okay? And then that way you could handle 1 million people, because on down, you keep going on down, they could each handle so many people. And the reason why I say 5, don't get me wrong, I'm talking about I can handle, by pushing a button myself, I can handle 1 million emails sending out. So it's not like that. I'm talking about communicating with, talking with, speaking with, hanging out with, spending time with on projects, not just that kind of project, internet project, whatever you're doing, building platforms, building websites for people, using all our skills. Okay, we'll go over here. Another little couple things I just picked up, and something I just redone. I'm going to show you, because see this thing here? Somebody's throwing that away. This cart, I'm going to redo that cart. But this thing here I just redid. This sounds crazy. Like, what is it? Well, what this is you can have this in the back of your truck, and it can load things in your truck for you. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But, and there's one of my grills. That's going to go somewhere else. But this grill here, I put this together, and there's like a 1950 hood there. You can tell me, I don't know. But I collect things, okay? And I collect things for future projects. I showed you the wood earlier. That's for a future project. But the way to collect it, I'm going to ask you this question. Are you paying full price for everything? Come on now, that's ignorant, okay? Meaning, when I go to stores, I look in clearance areas for future projects. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, I collect things. I keep things sometimes for years, and then I use it. Now, I'd say it's crazy, but here's the way I say it right now. I'm a single man, okay? I call my house a guy house. You know why? Because I store things. I don't care if you call it a hoarder or what. I consider it, as long as I'm living, I handle what's inside my house. Legally, don't get me wrong, everything legal. But I'm saying, don't come in and say my house, oh, you need to be clean or whatever. Hey, it's a guy's house, okay? I have a Honda 1000 in my living room, okay? That's going to, motorcycle, I'm talking about, not car, for those of you who don't know what a Honda 1000, CBR 1000 is. Old one, don't get me wrong, it's an old one. It's only got 25,000 miles on it. No, excuse me, I think less than that, maybe 20,000, it doesn't matter. But I collect things, okay? And, I'm thinking right now. The reason why I say I like to look sideways when I'm thinking. But I'm getting my day going. I'm going to go cut my grass and weed eat it and do a few things. But I want to say this is KeNneth Bach, motivational speaker. I hope you get a chance to see this one day, because I'm sitting back down because I'm not done yet. I'm not done. If you want to listen, I'll talk, because I just got done talking to a gentleman on the phone. I have to look to see how long I talked to him, but he was at work, and you know what? But he paid attention, and we hit some plateaus. You understand what we're hitting plateaus? Where you're both connecting. You're like, yes. So you just keep going up, okay? That's what's cool. I like people that aren't always out to fight you on the issue, meaning they understand it, so they keep going with you, okay? And I definitely want their opinion. Don't get me wrong. It's not like that. I always want your opinion. That's why I always used to tell my daughters, no matter what, you can tell me anything. And because it's all about communication. See, communication is everything. It can keep your marriage together, even if you're going through all kind of trials and tribulations, because they're going to be there. I don't care what. They're going to be there. And that's how you deal with them, is getting them out in the open and remaking promises, okay, that you promise you made when you put that ring on, okay? Remake them and recommit yourself to each other, because if you get divorced and then you go marry somebody else, you're going to commit to them. Maybe they're divorced. So what I'm saying is give the people a chance. Always say good things about them, because if you lived with them for a long time, you must have had a good time. You must have. So I look at all my previous friends, girlfriends, guy friends. Some of them I don't associate with anymore, because when I got with them, it was all about them. So if you're wondering why I don't hang out with you, because maybe you didn't listen to me and I had to hear everything you had to say, or maybe you never spoke up and I was always the one speaking, so I never understood what your opinion was. Does that make sense? So you have to communicate. But anyway, life's too short not to. And not to know what each other's thinking. Because, hey, if you cared about me, I want to know. If you don't like me because of something, I want to know. I need to shave too. It's okay. It's okay. I'm living life the way I want to live it. This is KeNneth Bach Motivational Speaker. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye now. Always. That's a thumbs up. Always here for you. This ain't a bragging session, by the way. This is, I always say I'm not conceited. I'm convinced I can help you. Because if you get down and dirty with me, and listen, and we talk, and we keep hitting things, then we know that we can disagree but agree and disagree. Okay. Thanks for listening. Bye bye now.